Hey guys, Mr. Then here, Millennial Business and Finance Coach. Today we're going to be talking credit, and we're going to start off by, of course, introducing myself and who I am, what is credit and how it's calculated, the difference between a credit report and a credit score, and ways to improve your credit. So firstly, let me go ahead and start off by saying that my name is Carlos Then, and yes, that really is my last name. I'm the Millennial Business and Finance Coach. I graduated from URI with a Bachelor's of Science in Economics and International Relations. Started my first tax preparation business as a student, and shortly afterwards I got recruited by Merrill Edge, a brokerage affiliate of Bank of America. Worked in the financial industry up until about last year, and now pursuing my own endeavors through coaching others as a certified life coach with a focus on business and finance. So I'm not one to hold things back, so let's get started. What is credit and how is it even calculated? They don't teach you this stuff in school, of course. So when people think about credit, they usually think about their credit score, which can range from anywhere from 0 to 850. I like to compare this to your GPA or SAT scores, because not unlike your GPA or SAT scores, if you get something wrong or if you do something bad, like get an F, well, it's a lot harder to bring it up than it is to bring it back down. Credit is often broken up into mainly 5 different sections, just like the SATs have different sections, and they're weighted differently. By the way, does anyone even know what FICO stands for? If you do, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. So let's dive into the 5 factors. 35% is payment history, so paying on time or doing as promised. If you think about it this way, you borrow something from your friend and you say you're going to bring it back tomorrow. Well, if you don't bring it back tomorrow, do you really think they're going to let you borrow anything else? 30% is the amount owed, so keeping your balances generally under 30%. In other words, not taking advantage. You don't want to go ahead and borrow something from your friend and not bring it back. 15% is length of credit history. So how long you've been using your accounts, or your commitment and loyalty, aka how long you've been friends. 10%, types of credit. So multiple payments and types of loans, or how much you can handle. If your friend asks you to do a few things for them and you can't be reliable with those things, they're probably not going to ask you to do anything else for them. 10% is credit inquiries. Applying for multiple loans and cards. It really just shows how desperate you are. So try to keep asking for favors to a minimum. Next up is the differences between your credit report and credit score. Which one are they even using? Well, it's really simple actually. Your credit report is a document that's comprised of your debt, bankruptcies, court judgments, etc. While your credit score is comprised of the information from your credit report, including the factors I talked about earlier. Did you know that 33% of Americans never even check their credit report or score? Or that 70% of Americans have some sort of error in their credit report? Well, you're probably wondering how you improve it. Well, it's simple really, usually over time. But I'm going to go ahead and give you a few tips and tricks, which I'm not putting on this slide, so be ready and write these things down. As a consumer, you're protected by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, as well as an organization called CFPB, or the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. CFPB is a U.S. government agency that makes sure banks, lenders, and other financial companies treat you fairly. So it's important to know your rights and know what you can dispute so that you can get these errors off of your credit report, because there's a lot of them. If you have a complaint against a bank or debt collector, you can go to cfpb.gov and click on the top right-hand corner where you can submit a complaint. They have to respond within 15 days. So, good luck. And no, you don't need to hire somebody to repair your credit. You can actually do this on your own, and oftentimes it is better if you do so on your own. But if you ever need any help, here are a few of my rates for some of the things that I do. I do have VIP membership available. Also, be sure to contact me or reach out and keep in touch on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Thanks.